Good morning, tribe. I hope you're having a lovely day. I wanted to hop on for another little simple self-care tip for anyone that is possibly feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, or just needs to learn how to love on themselves a little bit more, as I believe we all do. So this little technique is something that can be done very simply. It can be done anywhere. And this is something that is a part of grounding and orienting ourselves to our own space wherever we are, as well as to ourselves, to our bodies, and bringing us back, especially if we're becoming triggered by something or if something's creating a response of anxiety or hypo activity or awareness within us, or a triggered response. Okay, so something that is amazing to start with, if this sounds right for you, is to either, if you're standing, really root into your feet and maybe you rock forward and back. So maybe that looks a little bit like this and you're rocking forward, you're rocking back, just playing around with your feet. Or you can go ahead and tap them on the floor to really make sure that you're oriented in and really grounding down and feeling that physicality. I like to wiggle my toes from side to side, or just, tap one foot, tap the other ball of the foot, and then tap my heels. And if that doesn't make sense, please comment below and I can explain further. But really just rooting into the feet. Maybe you sway from side to side. And once you feel as though you're getting grounded and rooting and coming back into your body a little bit, go ahead and bring your awareness to the breath. How's the quality of your breath? Is it shallow? Is it deep? And then from there, beginning to look around your space. Maybe you look right in front of you and you see what's there. I have a bunch of Emily and I's Organite making supplies in front of us here in this space. I have a beautiful book that we press flowers in and the beautiful colors I'm seeing. I have dried flowers, just noticing what's around you. And then you can begin to expand where you're looking everywhere in front of you, just taking in the scene. Maybe you turn to the side and you look up above and you look down below and you turn around and look to see what's behind you. Maybe you turn fully and then you go ahead and slowly, taking as much time as you need, you bring yourself back to where you are. And if it feels safe to close your eyes, you can, or you can keep them open, whatever feels best. And then I'm going to invite you to do something that is the really big tool on loving on yourself. So I'm going to give you a couple different options, okay? So see what feels best for you. I am going to start with wrapping my hands around myself. Now, if touch is not comfy for you, maybe you hover the hands, right? So I personally like touch, so I'm going to go ahead and squeeze myself as I wrap my arms around and just go down, just squeezing lovingly on my arms. This is really great for bringing yourself back into your body if you were triggered, okay? So you just do this 2 to 3 times. Once again, either eyes open or eyes closed, right? Then you're gonna go, after that second or third round, maybe you continue with the arms, or you can bring your hands to another part of the body. I like to do this to my legs as well. I'll demonstrate in a moment. But as you're doing this, as you're loving on yourself a little bit, just say either me, here, or arms. And just allow yourself to really tune into the fact that it is a body, your body, that you're touching. So for me, I like to say me, 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 right? And then I bring my hands to my thighs and I say me, 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 me. And sometimes I go all the way down to my toes and I bring myself all the way back up. Sometimes I like to do it to my abdomen, to my chest. But just saying me, here, and the body part, or any combination of those, or any singular one of those that feels better for you, all right? And then Another thing that is really good if you have a lot of energy stimulating through you, so if your mind is going berserk or if your heart is beating out of your chest, something that is a little bit more high energy that can help you is what we call tapping. So not the EFT tapping where you're tapping your third eye or tapping the thymus gland of the chest. That is amazing too, so we'll chat more about that. But the tapping that I'm talking about is when we bring our hands into a very, very light fist, like almost like you're holding something in between the palm and the fingertips, but just very, very light. The thumbs come to the sides, okay? From here, you're gonna take your hands to the outside edges of the body. So I like to start at my hips. I'm gonna back up so you can see this a little bit better. And what I do is I just lovingly tap with very soft wrists and soft hands. And I tap all the way down the outer edges of my body. And I bring it back up. And you can do this to the lower back. This feels really nice, especially if you have really intense, tight hips and lower back or psoas. You can do this to the front of the legs. It's also very nice to do it to the inner legs. So spreading the legs a little bit wider and going down the inside of the legs and rocking it all the way back up. And you can also do this down the arms, just lovingly tapping all the way down and all the way up. I like to do it on the outer arms. If you want to do it on the inner arms, you can absolutely do that as well. Do it a little bit more gently, okay? And then you go ahead and perhaps do it to the other arm, just waking up and bringing yourself back into your body. And then from there, once again, if it feels safe for you to close your eyes, you can do this, or you can keep them open, staring at one unmoving point. And you can bring your hands to the heart, or if this isn't comfortable for you, you can bring them onto your lap. You can bring them palms together at the heart. And you just take a moment to close the eyes or leave them slightly cracked open and take a very deeply conscious breath. Inhaling through the nose, expanding through the abdomen, through the chest. And as you exhale, sigh out the mouth, release the shoulders and the jaw. And I invite you to take 2 more breaths alongside of me, just like that, what we call falling out breaths. You inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Then lovingly begin to crack the eyes open and bring yourself back into the space that you are. Maybe you reorient by looking around again, by tuning into the noises that are coming up around you or in your space. And this is a wonderful way to just melt back from either a space of hyperactivity within the body or hypo. So if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling triggered by something, right? We can come into this practice so that we can really root ourselves and remember that we are here. There's no immediate danger around us, or if there is, we're assessing it properly, right? And this allows you to just really melt into your body again. So comment below with your experience with this, if it served you, if it didn't, if you want a deeper explanation or a longer video explaining a really thorough process, let me know. But so much love to you. I wish you a beautiful day. Much love.